Light test 1 2.
1 2 1 2 1 2
1 2
1 2. Is the light working? 1 2. Repeat 1 2.
I looked at it directly. I can't. This is our new sofa. It's black. It's hard.
Anna would love it.
Anna would love it.
I've just bought this brand new sofa and Rose won't sit on it. Other than now.
Hey, I don't want to ruin it. It's too nice.
So we've got a sofa each now, so we're not going to snuggle anymore. You're just going to be on your sofa and I'm going to be on my sofa.
There's nothing like
It's
making a purchase and enjoying it so much that you can't sit on it.
I'm just going to glare at you from across the room.
Fine. We'll play that game where my sofa's a boat, your sofa is a sofa.
We'll joke, and we're going to jump, avoid the lava. The thing is, we've got too much lava, we've got too much space.
Can I say, Flynn would totally come aboard my boat.
Do you think? He's my baby. You're just his adopted parent. His loyalty lies with me.
You can't say that.
His true mum.
If we were to have a child and you
Which we
birthed
will.
it, you can't then say, oh, it's not even your baby. Because you know what? Tina did that to Bet and it wasn't cool.
But it wasn't Bet's baby. It wasn't Tina's baby. Oh, yeah, it was.
So this week, Rosie and I decided to sit down on our new hard black leather sofa and pleather sofa.
Clever.
And talk to you guys all about our worst arguments.
Yeah, our worst arguments and fights ever.
Tell them that we're not giving advice.
Yes, this is not in any way at all an advice video because who are we to give you advice? It's literally just for fun. Like, laugh at our pain.
New Year's Eve 2013.
Oh my god, I forgot all, we didn't prepare for this. I can only remember one fight, so I said, Rose said, I can remember loads, and I said, right, surprise me in front of the camera. Don't talk to me about them. Fucking hell, that was a really bad
was
fucking...
like a fucking Greek tragedy. People downstairs left. Anna came in and just went...
Wasn't someone else in there?
Kirsty, because Kirsty, it was when you were living with Kirsty. I heard Anna come in and she just went, I'll be next door.
I was really angry at you.
Yeah,
for some
it was
reason.
because...
it was something to do with money, because I don't know why, but you didn't have money for something that was
and
important.
then I went and bought...
And you went out, and very untactfully, it was untactful, you came back and you were like, yeah, I spent like £150 in Topshop. And I was like,
yeah,
you're a fucking twat.
No, I think I didn't come somewhere with you, because I was like, oh, I can't afford it.
Yeah, you couldn't afford to
bail from that social event.
Yeah, and then you were like, oh, I spent 150 quid from Topshop, and I was like, are you fucking joking?
I like how I broke the news. I was like, hey, look at me, Rosie, I look fucking great.
You were like, yeah, I bought this and this and this, and I was literally like, you're a fucking twat. Do you admit that you were in the wrong?
I think you were in the wrong.
How was I in the wrong?
Because
I didn't lie about money and then go spend it on myself.
Do you know what, Rose, you look stunning, but I'm still really angry at you.
Well, you weren't wearing it at the time either. You had it. You came back home with your shopping bags. And you were like, yeah, I spent all my money. And I was like, you're a twat.
I didn't go, oh yeah, I spent all my money in your face. I just went, oh.
Yeah, you did. Admit that you were wrong.
Admit that you were wrong.
Else we're going to re-argue about this.
I was wrong.
You were wrong, weren't you?
Yeah.
Rose! Right, I can remember the first minor argument we ever had.
Really? I can't.
I can.
Alright then, go on then.
And I remember I used to bring it up all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
What was it?
Basically, we went shopping and I really needed some tweezers and I was like, will you please buy me some? I'll pay them back. So you were like, I was like, Rose, I have no money. And my eyebrows look like that Muppet. Rose, what's that Muppet called?
Animal!
And I was like, please. And you were like, straight away, you were like, well, as long as you pay me back. And I was like,
I was in my overdraft as a student, I had no money.
Right, and I was like, please, yeah, and I had no money, I was a student. And I was like, please, £6.
I'm telling you,
I was like, Rose, I'm so ugly. And you were like, okay, but I've got to pay me back. And I was like, yeah, I will. So you bought them, and I was like, I'll pay you back when I have money. And then, another day, we were walking around Iceland, because we used to get, like, loads of, like, pizza and chips from Iceland, and then watch movies and eat and have sex. And we used to get beer, Krabby's ginger beer, didn't we? Yeah. Living the life. We don't do that anymore. It's probably why I've lost so much fucking weight. Because we don't go and get sweets every day from Iceland.
Yeah.
And we were going around Iceland, and we were like, right, who's, like, paying for our food? And I was like, and we just ever started getting paid from YouTube, and we literally used to get paid a tenner each, didn't we? We used to get paid a tenner each, if that, or maybe it's a tenner, or like 12 quid or something. And we were in Iceland, and I was like, oh, well, can you give me the money you owe me for YouTube, like the tenner, and then I'll buy my food, which was going to be my food for like, I had no money, I needed food. And you were like, oh, you didn't pay me back those tweezers, blah, 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 blah. And I was literally like, okay, sorry.
No,
have your
Rosie,
£6
you're wrong. What happened is I went, yeah, have it.
Oh, you're pissy. Okay, what is it? Come on, have it out with me in Iceland, because I'm the kind of person who's like, stop this. Even from day one, I was like, tell me what the fuck's wrong with you? And you were like, God, didn't pay for your tweezers! And I was like, oh, I forgot. I was like, oh my God, I'm sorry. If you'd have just asked, I would have given it you. And you were like,
Rosie.
Oh. And I was like, yeah,
Rosie.
have your £6.
You still owe me for the tweezers.
No, I
Did
don't.
you ever pay me back?
Yeah. Rose, you owe me for this sofa. Rose, I am constipated.
Okay.
Rose,
Okay.
Rose.
Do you remember before I went to Egypt? I was
What,
like,
that time you dumped me before?
No, I didn't dump you, Rosie.
You did.
We weren't together.
No, you...
Right.
Quote.
Right.
Let me tell you this, right? Tell you, the audience, you can fucking tell us if this is a dumping or not. Quote, I think we should just be friends. And I said, quote, does this mean we can't have sex anymore? And end quote. And Rose said, quote, yeah.
First time
I
said
really
yeah.
think we shouldn't have any more sex. And then I was like, one for the road? And you were like, yeah, okay. It's not giving me an impression that you're really like, I love you, I want to be with you, is it?
Neither does sleeping with so many other people.
There weren't that many people.
If we have a fight, whether it's my fault or Rosie's fault, sometimes if I'm just done with fighting, I will try and make her laugh, and she gets really fucking angry.
That's not fair.
Like, I will literally look at her until she cracks like this.
Such a dick. Rose, what you're essentially doing is staring at me in a creepy way and reacting to nothing.
That's
so
the
like
way.
this, Rose. You're like this, you're literally like...
You stink, but you look pretty.
You love me.
I don't know. Did you pay me back for my tweezers?
Yes!
Well, then probably.
You took it out of my £10. We had a fair few fights because, first of all, we had to deal with you not living at home anymore. Now, I've been very independent. I've moved out of home since like 16. I've been out of home for a long time, so I'm used to not being at home.
Mm-hmm.
And you lived with your parents till 24?
Yeah.
So you weren't.
Yeah.
And so I think that was annoying. I think you annoyed me a lot. And then, so we had to deal with that, and that was funny. And then we had to deal with you moving in, and that's difficult because...
The first, 3 months of living with anyone, you want to kill each other.
Yeah.
Do you know what Grace said? Well, do you remember?
No, what did Grace say?
When she was like, oh, so are you moving in? And I was like, yeah, I'm just moved in. She was like, remember, space is good.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember
And
that.
I was like, okay.
But when you first move in with someone, the smallest things kill you inside.
I've got a few. They still really annoy me. Okay, so, yeah, obviously mess everywhere all the time. But one of the things, you put bread in toaster, and then it comes out toaster, crumbs everywhere.
You gotta argue it out.
You gotta test how much you can get away with. I know exactly where your cut-off point is.
Where?
When I go, Rosie, why don't you stop being a little bitch?
Keep fighting, but remember, it's always better to be a lover, not a fighter.
Well, you wouldn't say that to people actually on the front line.